that you can post it in the group for anybody who would like to join the broadcast and contribute in any way. How do you think we can help? How can we help the children from the Anglophone regions of Cameroon who have been going through a political crisis for over 4 years now go back to school? Every little bit counts. Every little bit counts. And I really want to ask you to open your hearts, and let's heal the word together. Okay. So today it's just really going to be us talking. I did send a link to a couple of people who have shown interest in wanting to contribute to this topic. I know it's a very crucial topic, and we have it's really heartbreaking to see the number of kids who have not been going to school because they've lost the parents who could have helped them go back to school. They've lost their guardians who could have helped them go back to school. But we can make a difference in their lives. And I'm calling on you to open your hearts today. Open your hearts and show love to those kids in Cameroon if you can. Okay, whatever little means that you can offer would go a long way. Okay, so I'm gonna play that song again, "Heal the World" by Michael Jackson. Or maybe I can put up a completely different song by Michael Jackson, just because the words are so touching, and I really want us to open up our hearts, open our hearts, open our hearts, open our hearts, and help a child today. With MailChimp's marketing help smart, a child today. You get a whole lot of creative smarts. Recommendation smart. Ladies and gentlemen, Radio City Music Hall Productions. So let me know if you want to join the broadcast, okay? Let me know if you want to join the broadcast. Starring Michael Jackson. To make a better day. Just you and me. Hi everyone, welcome to the broadcast today. Very special edition, very special to me. Hi Denise, how you doing?
All around the world. Join
so glad to have you.
To remake the planet into a haven of joy and understanding and goodness. No
open your hearts, open your hearts.
Especially
how can we help? What can you do to help?
We must succeed.
My heart. If you're a mother out there, a father, a brother, a sister, you surely know a kid who needs help with going back to school. Please let us know. Heal the world, make it a better place. Make it a better place. Sing it for our children. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right. All right. So thank you so much for joining the broadcast. And today is a very, very special broadcast. I would say it's coming out of my heart, just because when you look around and you see the number of children in my country of origin, Cameroon, that is in between West and Central Africa, who have not been able to go back to school for over 4 years now, you begin to wonder, you begin to ask yourself, how can we help? And this is the question that I'm asking today. I am asking you today, what can we do? How can we help? Do you know any child? Do you know any children in the Anglophone regions of Cameroon who need help with going back to school? And if you'd like to join the broadcast and share your thoughts on how we can help and the most effective ways that we can actually help children go back to school in any way, please do not hesitate to join the broadcast. Okay. So I am going to add, I'm going to add the link right now in the comment section. If you feel moved to join the broadcast, if you feel moved to do something for a child back in Cameroon so that they can go back to school, do not hesitate. I just added the link in there. So the StreamYard link is right there and it's in the comment section. So if you just joined the broadcast and you would like to, be our special guest and share your thoughts on how we can help children in the Anglophone regions go back to school, do not hesitate, okay? Every little counts. And I know that so many of us out here are parents or we have relatives, we have nephews, nieces who are going back to school this year, some of whom have already gone back to school. Here in the United States, kids have already gone back to school. But imagine that in countries like Cameroon, there are so many kids who are just looking up to the sky and crying and praying every day that somebody, some angel from somewhere, in which case, maybe it's you, maybe it's me, somebody out there would help them out. So I see somebody here in the studio, Precious. I'm just going to add her to the stream. Thank you so much for joining. Hi, Precious. How you doing? Hello.
Hi, Gwendy.
So I see somebody.
I'm
Oh my
excited
God.
to
Thank
be.
you. Thank you for joining today's broadcast. We have a very special edition today.
I'm good. I'm good. I seem to be getting some echo. Do you get
Yeah,
the
can you
echo?
turn your volume? Do you have something on behind? Do you, are you watching from another
My
device?
volume is completely down now. Then I can't even hear you.
Oh, you can hear me. Yeah, can you turn your volume? Do you have?
No, just my computer.
Now it's fine. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, but can you hear me?
I hear you very well. 5 on 5.
Okay,
How are
excellent.
you?
I'm good. I'm good. I guess my phone was very close to the mic. That's why, to the
Yeah,
speaker. That's why it was
probably.
echoing.
Thank you for
Yep.
joining the broadcast, Precious. Do you want to tell us a little bit who you are and why you decided to join the broadcast today?
Well, my name is Precious, and I'm
Yeah,
a
but can you hear me? I
I'm
hear you very well. 5 on 5. Okay.
I'm a
How are
digital
you?
entrepreneur and a
I'm good.
mentor as
I'm good.
well.
I guess my phone was very close to the mic.
I have a
That's to join the
passion
broadcast.
empowering women so they can become not just women but earn
Yes.
essentially, but
Uh-huh.
with a focus on family. Though I really have a passion to get families financially independent with a lot of time freedom. That's a key, so we can spend time with kids, nurture them, and raise these kids to be great men and women. And that's why this
Oh,
topic is particularly close to my heart, because it has
yes.
to do with our children, who are the leaders of tomorrow.
Yes.
Sadly enough, I'm from the southern part of Cameroon, and so I'm from the southwest of Cameroon, and so it affects me directly,
Yes.
just as it affects you too. So,
Yes.
how can we help these kids get back to school? That's a big deal. Some of
Yes.
them have lost parents, others have lost
Yes.
their guardians.
Yes.
Yeah, they don't even have a place to stay, talk less of a
Yes.
school to go to,
Yes.
you know.
Yes.
Those who have a school, who are enrolled in school, or who have a possibility they're in a city where they can get enrolled in a school, let's join hands, guys, and get these kids back to school. Is it school supplies? Even if it's a pen or a pencil, exercise book, it will go a long way to help, you know? And there are people, some people don't even have a place to stay. We can,
True.
you know, help with shelter.
Yes.
We can help with shelter. I know a few people are setting up some moms especially because most of these families have lost the dads, you know.
Yes.
Now the mom is left with maybe a child or two or three, sometimes even five kids to raise. They
Yes.
don't have a
Yes.
shelter over their heads. I
Yes.
know of a few ladies who are doing that to, shelter this remaining family members. So we can all
Yes.
join hands. Is it to put a roof over a family's head? Let's do it. Is it to empower the mom, maybe to start a business on the side?
Yes.
Let's do it.
Yes. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
so
Precious, I am so touched. First of all, because you were moved to join the broadcast. I know that we spoke a
right.
little bit earlier and I mentioned it to you. My heart is troubled when I see the number of kids, thousands of them. Do you have another device? Can you put it on mute just so that we don't hear or bring down the volume completely? I think we have a double sound there. So yeah, just reduce the audio volume all the way down. Okay, perfect. Now
Then I
we
won't
can.
hear you at all.
Oh, you cannot hear me at all?
I
Oh,
can't
and I
hear you
cannot.
at all.
I hear you, but okay. All right,
Okay.
perfect.
Yeah,
So
what's going on?
I really wanted to thank you so much for joining the broadcast today, Precious. It just goes to show the kind of person that you are. You have a big heart. You are Cameroonian from the Southwest region. Obviously, those regions are the ones that are most affected by the crisis that has been going on for over 4 years. Precious, imagine if we had been out of school for 4 years, where will we be today? These kids, some of them have had their mates are 4 years ahead of them, and they're still
Yeah.
sitting there without hope, without any possibility, because there is nobody to even help them go back to school. And so Gwendy Media has decided to support and send 10 kids back to school. And so we wanted to open it. It's not because we have a lot, but we just wanted to open up our hearts and do the little we can. And that's why we're asking any anybody who knows a kid that really needs help to reach out to us, to send us an email through gwendymedia@gmail.com. I'm going to add the link at the bottom, and help send a kid back to school. I added our PayPal account to the screen just so that if somebody feels like they can support in any way, we have some team members in Cameroon who will be reaching out to these families to help them either with school materials or just paying school fees or buying uniforms for them so that they can be able to go back to school. So, Precious, you talked about helping families gain financial freedom. I'd like to find out from you, what exactly do you do? How do you help these families gain financial freedom so that they can really focus on taking care of their families and really having that time freedom?
Well, essentially, what I do is um, we have a platform where we train, we mentor, we coach people to be able to start up and scale their own successful online businesses. That's anyone who is willing to or looking for a way to earn an income online.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Mm-hmm.
you may be a career person and you still want to supplement your income. You know what I mean? For us
Yeah.
career women, the mompreneurs, if I put it that way, because I'm an
Yeah.
accountant. Originally, I'm an accountant. But
Okay.
with the challenges, especially in the diaspora, raising kids and managing a career, it becomes very, very um, complicated. You want to be
That's
there for your
true.
child. At the same time, you need the money in order to pay your bills. So
Mm-hmm.
what we do is we train people, we mentor them, we coach them so they can successfully start their own business online and start earning a lucrative income as well, so that they can have more time with their children. Spend
Mm-hmm.
time with your children, nurture them. It's very important.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes we overlook these things, but it's very
That's true.
important to be an active parent. Be there
Mm-hmm.
for your child, listen to them, attend their school activities, attend even school meetings. I remember several times I'll go to school for my kids' activities, and most of my mom friends are not there. I take
Mm-hmm.
photos of their kids maybe doing a play or dancing or something like so, and I send to them. They are so happy. But at the
Yeah.
end of it, they're like, oh, they feel sorry that they're unable to attend, to be physically present. These
Yeah.
children need us. They need our guidance in
They
order
do.
to be successful, men and women tomorrow. So that's
That
what
is
we
true.
do. So anyone who is looking forward to earning an income online, oh, I'm the plug for that. We have a detailed training and mentorship. You have your one-on-one mentorship, one-on-one coaching with a business coach, and you're sure to be successful in the digital world. Yeah,
And we're talking about really empowering communities, not just individuals, because that is what you found this gold mine and you opened up your heart and you started telling people, I found something amazing, which if you put your heart and soul into, if you do the work, if you take action, you could change your financial story, be able to help yourself, help your community, help your country. Why not? And
exactly.
so, this business you're talking about, this digital business, can you do it from anywhere, or do you have to be in America or Canada to do it?
That's a very good question. I get that very often. And yes, you can do it from anywhere. That's the beauty of it. You can do it from anywhere. As long as you have an internet connection, you have a laptop, a cell
Hmm.
phone, you're good to go from anywhere at all. Anybody can do this. And I'm so happy that your choice of words, when you say a gold mine, it is absolutely a gold mine because by the shortest time you're sure to gain your financial freedom, not only fend for yourself, but also fend for others. You're able to support others. Because honestly, most of the times I say the things that worry me most are things like seeing someone in need and being
Yeah,
unable to help.
to
And
help.
it's one of the drives behind what I do. Like I
Yeah.
really want to be able to help as much as I can without really thinking about what's going on in my bank account. If you know what
Hmm.
I mean. Like
I
just be
know.
counting every dollar when I help. And that's the
Yeah,
same thing I'm trying to do, helping others to become financially independent so they can help as much as possible. There are people who need our help. There are
there
people
are.
who need our help out here,
There are. And
especially
I
coming
just,
back to our Anglophone Cameroon. People
yeah,
are in need, you know. So we really
that's
need
true.
to get on top of our game to be able
That
to
is true.
help them. And we can't give if we don't have. That's
That
the
is true.
point. So you
That
need to
is true.
get what something for yourself, and then you can give out as much as you can. Yeah,
That's amazing, Precious. I really just wanted to applaud you, first of all, for hopping in and for just putting out your heart. Because a lot of times you could do a call to action like this one, which is normally a call to action that you should see everybody concerned about, right? But you
yeah,
don't see people really paying attention or even just opting to be there to make a difference for a child's life. But what can
yeah.
we say? What do you think is the best way we can go about helping children out here?
You know, honestly, for right now, because they are kids, one thing I always say, education is essential for every
Hmm.
child. It's a
True.
must. Let these kids get an education. So first off, let's get those kids educated.
Yeah.
Is it paying school fees? Is it helping them, supporting them with an allowance for those maybe in boarding school or things like so? Is it buying school supplies? Those are little things we can do to assist these kids to help them get an education. And then first off, there are others who have successfully withstood the challenges of the struggle and ended up graduating from the university. They don't
Yeah.
have jobs because
Yeah.
some businesses have even closed down because of the crisis.
True.
You know, is it
True.
helping them get jobs in other cities which are still functional in Cameroon? Is
Or
it maybe
helping them even
helping
get
them
training.
travel to, to the diaspora? There are a
Hmm.
few options we can exploit.
Yeah, or just even helping
Yeah.
them to train them, because
To train them,
you talked about your business, and you talked about helping
exactly.
people, and a business that you can do from anywhere around the world, which means that some of them, maybe their parents who may be interested in taking the bold action and maybe even really putting their heart into the work, could do this training, could join the team, could join your business, and hopefully be able to change their financial story as well as their kids'
Absolutely.
stories. Oh, precious.
Absolutely.
So I'm really so grateful for you today. So how was back to school in Canada? How was back to school in Canada? How
Oh
did your kids
my.
go back to school?
It's been, yeah, the kids. By the way, I have three kids. Two are at
Woo! Look
school
at
right
you.
now, grade three and grade one. My grade one girl was so excited, by the way, like she was so excited having to school full time, not
Mm,
the kindergarten days where she used to go just for 3 hours. So these two kids, they go to school and they're excited to take the bus. Last year, I had to do the dropping and the picking up, but this
mm.
school year, I was like, you know what, you guys can hop on the bus, go to
There
school,
you go.
and get back home. So it's been fun. Meanwhile, the little one is so lonely at home, but
Oh,
he has me, he has daddy, so we are just there keeping him company. It's been fun. Like my kids are quite excited about school. And on the first day of school, which was September 1st, I was so happy to see most of the kids as well being excited about the start of the school year. It really
hmm.
warmed my heart because that excitement, that's what drives them to go to school,
Yeah.
wake up every day, and
Hmm.
dream of becoming important people in the society, people who bring about change, which is very essential. And
Yeah.
just having some of those kids come there, of course, not every child was able to have their parents there with them on the first day because probably mom or dad had to go to work. Again, we come back to the point of empowering families so they can be
Yes.
financially free to be able to be there for their kids at every time, especially on special days like that when a child is
Yeah.
moving into a new class. You want to be there, hug them, tell them goodbye and stuff like so. It's good. So
And
overall, back to school is
yeah.
going well in Canada.
That's amazing. I
Yeah,
know it's a long weekend over there in Canada. A lot of families are
yeah,
into
it's gorgeous.
barbecuing and all that. But
Tell me
while we're
about it.
celebrating, I just really wanted to ask you all to open up your hearts and think about those that don't have, right? Some of us came from very poor backgrounds. I remember growing up, and especially when I was in the university, I would never forget the day my younger brother and I, he's now a lawyer, he's an attorney. So, which means that we've been able to really, we've been able to better our lives. But if we did not have the education that our parents gave us, we may never be here today. And so, just think about a day when you didn't have even food to eat. And for those of you who
Yeah.
come from Africa, you probably know gari. It's kind of like a succulent cassava plant that it's kind of like, scrubbed and then dried and all whatnot. That was all we had. And my younger brother and I, we had to buy that Gary for 100 francs. And that was all we had for that day. We had nothing else to eat. But our parents were alive. Unfortunately, things were a little bit rough for them because my dad had just gone on retirement. Now imagine kids who have nobody to even count on, who
Yeah.
don't even have a father to even think that, oh, if there's no food today, maybe tomorrow daddy will send food, you know. And that's the reason why we wanted to do this special broadcast today, so that we could ask men and women of goodwill to open their hearts and do something, whatever it is that they can do. So, Precious, before we take leave of you, what would you have to say to a kid that is watching us right now, or maybe to a parent that is watching us right now who doesn't know where to get the means to send their kid back to school?
So that kid who is watching us right now and has almost no hope for tomorrow, I would say be hopeful, stay strong, keep doing what you're doing. And well wishers will reach out to help you through school. Even not this year, it could be next year. But keep being enthusiastic about school. That's necessary. And for that parent who is struggling to get their kid back to school, help is on the way.
I
Keep doing
love
the
that.
little you're doing. Help is on the way. We'll reach out to you as best as we can, get your kid in school, empower you so that tomorrow you will not only have to wait for fish to reach you, but you'll be able to provide fish for you and your kids. So
Yes.
that's a little I have to tell the kid and the parent who is watching us right now and looking up for help.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, I really love all what you said, sis. And I want to thank you so much for sparing time to come talk to us. I know Saturdays are a little tricky, and
Yeah,
especially on a holiday weekend like this in the US where every
exactly.
family is gathering for barbecues and all whatnot. Thank you for
Yeah.
allowing your heart to speak, Precious. And before we go, I'd like you to maybe let us know how maybe people can contact you, can connect with you, if they would like to know more about starting a digital business online. And maybe before you say that, what are the financial potentials of this business? Can you just give us some kind of like wow us right now? Because I know you've told me, but for somebody who is watching right now and still asking themselves, like, for real, can you just wow us right now with some numbers that people could be expecting if they do the work?
Yeah, thanks so much for that amazing question. And yeah, actually, the financial potential with this business, they're mind blowing. I can't overemphasize it. What I mostly tell people is you come in and see for yourself. But what I'll say again is it's one of those businesses that are almost I would say very rare to find because
Yeah.
I've been online for a little bit. The
Mm-hmm.
moment I started having kids, I realized it was very challenging to manage my accounting career and a
True.
family. So I've been
Mhm.
online for a little bit, but this is the best I have seen thus far. And
Wow.
you can earn from as little as $100 to as much as even 100,000 in a month.
Hmm.
That's how
Ooh.
much you can make. And it's one of
Wow.
those businesses that has been reputed in creating millionaires in
Wow.
as little as 2 to 3 years. Like
Wow.
people are quitting their jobs daily just
Hmm.
to focus on business. That's how good it is. Like even the high profile jobs we think are really high, especially in North America, the nursing, the IT professionals. Oh no,
Yes.
most of them are quitting their jobs just to focus on business. And by the way, we have all these diverse professionals in our business community,
Hmm.
as well as we have people who were never professionals because our trainings are so detailed that
Yeah.
anybody can do it. You don't need to have technical skills. Anybody, just anybody can do this business. Yeah.
So, what does it take to join this business? Because Gwendy Media, hopefully, we want to be able to really help the community the best way that we can. And so, we would definitely figure out, depending on who is on the channel, supporting the channel, and really showing that they deserve a help in a way that we
Right.
can help them create that business. Gwendy Media is going to offer one person the possibility of joining your team by next month. So we're giving
Wow.
everybody, all our followers and friends, and those who are connected to this channel, the possibility of showing up in this group, showing up on this channel and giving value and sharing value, the possibility of joining Precious and her team to start a digital business that could change your life and your community. So we want to be able to pay it forward. And so this is an open call right now, ladies and gentlemen. Today, we're celebrating 10 kids. We're sending 10 kids back to school in Cameroon, Africa, who have been going through the Anglophone crisis, kids who have lost their parents, kids who have nobody to send them back to school. And we're calling on you to help us. And for November, so all through the month of September, not November, October, right?
October.
October, yeah. October is next
Yeah.
month. So
Yeah.
we want to open this opportunity to one Gwendy Media fan. And all you need to do to be eligible to join this very lucrative digital community, which is going to give you financial freedom and it can possibly help you set yourself up for yourself, for your community. You have to be part of the Gwendy Media TV team and really share and give value. So Precious, what does it take to join your team, to join this business of yours? And what are some numbers that people can be expecting to see? I want you to wow
Um,
people for real. Wow people. I
no,
know you're being modest, you want to call numbers, but sometimes people need to hear those numbers, like
that's
some
true.
success stories that you've had. And this is the kind of opportunity that we want to give one faithful viewer, commentator, participant of the Gwendy Media channel next month. So we're taking one whole month to see who is eligible, who qualifies, and why, and we would do that. But first, let's hear from Precious what this opportunity is all about and what you could stand to get.
Right. Thank you so much. So actually, first step is usually very free. We offer a free information session which you can sign up to for free. It's part of your research about this
Mhm.
business. Like I always say, it doesn't make any sense to just jump into something, right? Everybody always wants to do their research. That's part of the due diligence. So we
Yes.
offer a free information session. You can sign up to it. I think I will have to leave my
Can
business
you put that in the
page link.
private chat so I can link it up here in the comment section?
Absolutely. Okay. So signing up for the free information session, next up would just be to get an information package. Now that will be a paid package which tells you everything about this business and how you can earn the lucrative income that has been transforming lives, thousands and millions of lives around the globe. It gives you all the information about this business. And the beautiful thing is, unlike every other business that we see out here, this one has a money back guarantee.
Hmm.
For a little amount of just less than $150, you can you get all this information and you have a money back guarantee. So within 30 days, if you look at all this information and you think you can do this business, you just ask for your refund and you get your refund straight up, you know.
Hmm.
I mean, how many businesses offer that?
Yeah.
Once you take your money, they've taken your money. But we are saying we're offering you this information. It's paid information. Get the information. You have 30 days to go through it. If you don't like what you're seeing, we refund your money. So it's as little as $149. That's why I said it's less than $150.
Yeah.
$149. I mean, how many of us spend this money in a month just on Starbucks? Come to think
I
of
know,
it,
right?
coffee drinkers who is feeling
Yeah.
guilty right now. You can actually get on board your financial freedom train with just that little amount of money. And you have a 30 days money back guarantee on it. How good can that be?
I want to hear
So,
about the numbers. Yeah, joining this business, if you put in the work, what are some numbers that you've seen with your clients, people that you've helped? Some of those
Oh,
people were able to leave their jobs, IT jobs, nursing jobs, well paying jobs, to really
right.
focus on the business and have enough time for themselves and their families. So, what are some numbers that people need to hear? Because Gwendy Media is going to be partnering with Precious, with her team, to offer one faithful Gwendy Media fan the opportunity to change their lives with this business.
Right. So for the numbers, coming to earnings, the earning potential with this business, by the way, is unlimited. I said it depends on how much work you put in. It depends on what your drive is and what your dream is. If your dream is that big, then you can earn as much as you can. For the people I've worked with, I have business partners who are making five figures on a constant basis. Is it
What do you mean by
11K,
five figures? Break it down.
15K? Sorry,
Break it down. Break down five figures. What do you mean by five
five
figures?
figures from the um dollars a month to as much as even $70,000 a month. It just depends
Wow.
on what your drive is, on what your aspirations are. So
Hmm.
the earning potential is unlimited, and it's not typical. Like I could be making even 10,000 a month. It doesn't that necessarily mean Gwendolyn will be making 10,000 a month. No, she
Yeah.
could be making even 60,000 a month. Just like
Hmm.
the variables differ per person. You know,
All
so
right.
it's that big. It's
Okay.
that big. My coach right now, she's on $100,000 a month plus.
Wow.
That's huge.
That
That's
is huge.
huge.
That's
Yeah.
definitely huge.
She came from a corporate background, just like myself, making barely four figures every month, from the 3,000 to 4,000 a month. She's now
Hmm.
with $100,000 a month, and she's been doing this just for two years.
Wow.
So that's how big this can get for anyone
That
who is
is
interested in just changing their financial story. Yeah.
That is so amazing. And today, remember, ladies and gentlemen, this broadcast is very special and it's dedicated to helping kids go back to school in Cameroon. Cameroon is my country of origin, and I will always be tied to that country. And so, as a mother, as a sister, as an auntie, and a community builder, Wendy
Right.
Media is offering 10 children from the Anglophone regions of Cameroon the possibility to go back to school. So if you know any children, if you know any parents who migrated from the Anglophone regions of Cameroon or who are presently in the Anglophone regions of Cameroon that have been plagued by a civil crisis for over 4 years now, who need help with going back to school, please reach out to us. Send us an email. I'm going to add the email here. It's gwendymedia@gmail.com. Okay. Send us an email and send us details of this family. We're going to send one of our team members in Cameroon to go check out and make sure that these families actually do need that help. So I'm going to put our email on the screen right now. And with Precious, we want to help one family. And I would say a family, and this family should be probably from the Anglophone regions of Cameroon, but not necessarily. Or one fan from the Gwendy Media TV team,
Right.
or somebody who's been supporting the channel, because we are trying to empower the community, right? We're a community channel. And the fact that we bring people, personalities, and professionals from different walks of life to empower you to share their stories so that you can see that your life is possible, that a better life for you is possible, that your
Absolutely.
dreams are valid, that if you work with the right people, if you connect with the right people, if you empower yourself, your life can be potentially different. And so we want to give the possibility to make a difference in a family's life or a supporter, one of our top fans here on Going to Media TV. So it's going to have one whole month And if you prove yourself by being a supporter, by sharing, by just sharing value here, I'm so big on sharing value and connecting with others, then you would be eligible to win a chance to join Precious Business Digital Team. And that is a total price of $150. Yeah, we're going to be
Right.
giving somebody who deserves it because we want to be able to help and change your financial story and also help change your community. At least that way, you would have a business and you'll be able to send your kids back to school, maybe even send a couple more back to school. That is our way of paying it forward. Thank you so much, Precious, for joining the broadcast today. I'm so
Thank you for
really
having me.
grateful that you joined. And please, if you're watching and you'd like to contribute, you'd like to support the Gwendy Media Drive to send a kid back to school, take our PayPal details and do that, okay? Just pay it forward. You have a
Right.
child, your mother, you're an auntie, make a difference in a child's life. Help to give a
Absolutely.
child a better future. We all can do that. Thank you so much, Precious. I want to wish
Thank you
you
so much
one
for having me.
wonderful
It
rest
was
of
a
your
joy
day.
being on your platform. Thanks for always pouring out your heart. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
we're all
I really,
passing
really
by.
applaud what you're doing in the community for sure.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, look at me blushing, right? It feels so good to do good. You know, you
Yeah.
sleep well in the night. Sometimes, even when you have
That's true.
things that hurt you, that make you feel sad, you think
Yeah.
about some of the things that you've done, and you just smile because you know that you're doing the Father's business. You know,
That
you're
is
doing the
very
Father's.
important.
So
That's very
my
important.
life is a miracle, and so many people have helped me to get to where I am today. You know, and if those people didn't open their hearts to me, I may never be sitting here. And what else can I do except pay forward? You know, so I believe so
Right.
much in paying it forward. The blessings are enormous. Thank you so much, Pastor Desmond, for joining the broadcast. I'm so glad to have you. Pastor Desmond is one of our co-hosts on the Gospel Hour show right here on Gwendy Media TV, where we try to give a voice to gospel artists, to the church, as our own way of celebrating, you know, the church, celebrating the gospel. So, Pastor Desmond, thank you so much for joining. Our Amy Bright, thank you for joining. I'm just going to read out some of the comments here. Ramsey Tumasang, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Jaffney, Joy Baird. And I'm not sure what happened. Did I take Precious out of the screen? I'm so sorry for that. I think I did that by mistake. Martha A. Akumborm, thank you so much for joining. All of you who made out time to join the broadcast today. Njo Njodzinyo Gaius, thank you
Yeah.
so much for joining, guys. It's been a very special edition, and please don't hold back if you feel that you can contribute in any way to send a child back to school this year in the Anglophone regions of Cameroon. Pastor Desmond, I know that you're very connected to a lot of Anglophones back there in Douala. If you know some families that are really struggling right now financially and would need help with sending their children back to school, please let us know. We can only help one child per family so that we
Right.
can share that to many more people, okay? And so Gwendy Media and partners are contributing, are putting hands together to send 10 children back to school this year
Hmm.
in the Anglophone regions of Cameroon. And if you are out there and you like to support in any way, buy a pen, a uniform, just pay fees for a kid who is in Cameroon in the Anglophone regions, please don't hesitate. Even if you catch the replay, you can still do that. Connect, send something through our PayPal. Gwendy Media is going to be sending a team out there in Cameroon to go out and give out this help to the kids. I would definitely bring that feedback here to you to say thank you. So, Precious, I'm going to let you go. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Enjoy your
Thank
weekend.
you.
Oh my
Thank
gosh, I
you.
might be coming for some meat. Because I can already smell meat.
You're still on the meat, yeah?
I know there's so much barbecue happening around the US. Please, if you're making barbecue in your house, invite me. Oh. I need
I'll
meat
send
in
you
my
some meat.
system.
I'll wire you some meat. Yeah.
You will wire me some meat through WhatsApp, eh?
Thank you so much for having me and enjoy the rest of your weekend. It's a long
Thank
weekend. Let's have
you.
fun.
I know my
Yeah.
house is empty because my whole family has gone to see my father-in-law
Oh,
and the family. So I had the broadcast today. I had to do this because we could go have fun. We could go have a wonderful weekend. What about those kids who don't
what
have?
about those
What about
kids?
those kids who have
Exactly.
nobody else? So I
We need to
decided
take care
that
of
I
the
was going to
father's
stay
business.
back
Yeah.
and do this.
Yeah.
Thank you, Precious. God bless you.
Thank you too. Yeah. God bless. Yeah.
All right. Bye bye.
Bye.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for joining. Today was a very special broadcast dedicated to helping children go back to school, children from the Anglophone regions of Cameroon. If you don't know about Cameroon or the Anglophone regions, this is the English speaking part of Cameroon where I come from originally. They've been plagued by a civil crisis, a political crisis for over 4 years. And thousands of children from these regions have not been able to go to school for 4 years. It really breaks my heart being a mother, being an auntie, being a sister. It may not be my children, but they are children from a region where I originally come from. I may live in the United States today, but I still have ties back to Cameroon. And I just really want to implore your goodwill, guys, your goodwill, men and women of good faith, to help us help more children in the Anglophone regions go back to school. I want to thank all of you for joining the broadcast today. Pastor Desmond says, very true, nothing gives more joy like doing the Father's business. Much love. Keep doing the good work. Thank you for these wonderful comments. God is the ultimate, right? And those of you who know me know that I'm a God lover, right? And Pastor Desmond says, we get to Gwendy Media, this awesome and great initiative. Yes, Pastor Desmond, please let us know if you know any families, any children who are from the Anglophone regions of Cameroon, who are not going to school, who need that help. I need you to be my eyes and ears. How I may bright um, all of you back home there who know families who may need that help, please let us know so that we can give help to those who really need it. Ramsey Tumasang, how are you? Happy birthday to you. You are very correct. Helping someone is showing love, as the Father in the Lord always says, to let love lead. Yes. And our May Bride, Biggie Gwendy, God bless your kind heart. Yes, we keep doing what we were born to do. A lot of times we may seem like we're disconnected, but our lives are a blessing. Just seeing the next day is a complete blessing for me, and it means so much more. I think Precious is sharing her links here. I'm gonna add her links. Precious was my impromptu guest because I sent out the link, and I am so glad and honored that she was able to join the broadcast and chat with me here in the studio. So, for those of you who may be interested in knowing more about joining Precious digital business so that you can get out of financial difficulty and get into financial